Hey, what's going on? Ryan here with Intersection Records, and we're talking again about David Lee Roth and Wolfgang Van Halen. You know, I hate to have to bring these things up. David Lee Roth is one of my heroes, musical heroes. When I was a kid in fifth grade in 1984 was out. I already knew the other albums. They were the biggest band in the world. He was a superhero along with Eddie. None of us understood why he went solo and left the band at the height. Ultimately, Wolfgang Van Halen joins Van Halen in 2006 or 2007. They reunite, they make a great album, A Different Kind of Truth, and do some touring. And now David Lee Roth is talking smack about former bandmates again. In this case, Wolfgang, the low-hanging fruit, I guess, that David thinks he can punish. Age and ego don't age well, and it's just sad to see David can't keep himself out of the headlines with stupid comments and rude stuff instead of good music. He doesn't make any music anymore to speak of. I guess there's a shelved album with John 5 that they've released some stuff that's not very good, frankly. Here's some comments that we're talking about. So, and Wolfgang has responded to these comments now. So back in January, Roth posted on his YouTube page a video that began with a spoof interview with Jesus Christ. And he says, "Bro, I want you to know I got this job because of my talent," said the parody Jesus in an artificially sped up voice. I would have had this anyway, even if my dad wasn't God. I just wanted people to know I got this job because of my talent." So clearly he's making fun of Wolfie, because Wolfie, I guess, in David's world, got his job because of his dad, Eddie Van Halen. Later in the video, Roth spoke directly about Wolfgang and their alleged interaction during the final Van Halen tour, describing the Shamil Kid and also describing him as a Shamil Kid and alleging that Wolfgang kicked out some of Roth's guests in the backstage area. He says, "This effing kid, he's complaining the entire tour like I'm not paying enough attention to him on stage. He's complaining to everyone around me, the business manager, security guy, the closing lady. David's not paying enough attention to me." That's what Roth says. Roth has a problem with people not paying attention to him. That's why he runs his mouth to a kid whose father's passed away, a kid who helped organize a great comeback record, a kid that frankly was an upgrade musically from Michael Anthony. I hate to say that because I love Michael Anthony, but they didn't want Michael Anthony in the band anymore. He wanted his son in the band. Let's face it, Michael had a career with Sammy. And I like Michael Anthony's career with Sammy, and I like Michael Anthony, and I like, we all wanted Michael Anthony to be back in Van Halen and have the original band, but it didn't happen. And David Lee Roth can't stop running his mouth because he ran it with Eddie back in the day. He ran it with Alex back in the day, and now Alex is retired essentially, and Eddie's gone, and now he has to pick on another Van Halen, and that's Wolfgang. In a recent interview with Morning X with Barnes and Leslie, Wolfgang has addressed the comments. "I guess I'm honored he even thinks about me as much as he seems to," he said via Blabbermouth. "I guess you have to take what he says with a grain of salt, considering he also said he wrote Eddie's instrumental Eruption and came up with a Frankenstein, the red and white stripes on the back of his guitar. He said he wrote all those solos that my dad wrote. I guess that's all I can say," he concluded. I seem to have born into this Van Halen drama, and that has come way before me, and I guess now that my dad isn't here to be the target, he went to the next best thing. Wolfie's got a successful solo career with his band Mammoth, WVH, 2 great albums, especially this last one, Mammoth 2. I've seen them live. They're fantastic. Let him have his career, David. And either go get in a band and let your music do your talking, or just really shut up. Because it's sad that you have to bring up all these stories that nobody really is interested in. It just makes you look like an ass. Wolfgang's being classy here to not really respond. You know, David's a high IQ guy, and he's a guy that you don't want to get into war of words with, because he will shred you, and it's pitiful that he has to. It's absolutely pitiful that he thinks he needs to tear this kid down who is newly married, seemingly happy, in a successful band. I'm sure he's working on new music now, and in my world, he's one of the most talented cats out there. And David, you're washed up. So, check out my channel. We do shows every day. Subscribe if you like this content. Peace out. See you.